Good afternoon, everybody. This is your boy, Demorne Unfiltered, brings you more unfiltered story time. And this is be part 6 of my journey of my former marriage. And I know we last left off at the episode or the part where things got a little hectic, meaning that my spouse, who was very belligerent, breaking, throwing stuff in the room, I'm not sure what to do. I'm trying to figure stuff out. And as it got more intense, you know, I decided just to go, just grab what I can grab and leave. Almost like I did, that scene with Lil Got to Do It with Angela Bassett played Teen Turner and she had to fight to get a limousine and ran across that highway. That's what somewhere my mindset was on. So I went into the room carefully, got some stuff while he went downstairs, and I went into the bathroom trying to gather what I can, because again I don't know what this man was thinking, as far as all this stuff he was doing, breaking stuff, destroying stuff. I mean, literally breaking stuff. So I was in the bathroom. He rushed in while I was gathering my necessities, and I'm trying to get out the bathroom. Literally trying to get out the bathroom because again, I don't know what it is. I mean, because again, I'm looking for something just in case he tried to, lay hands on me. I don't know. I was literally in what is called flight or fight mode, flight to fight mode. That's how I was in. That's my mindset. So I was able to escape the room, got some stuff. Like I said, I didn't have just some basic items, and just flew downstairs and just left, got in my car, and just took off. Because at this point, my life did depend on it. It did. Because I don't know. Again, but you got so much rage built up, and you doing all this stuff, this destructive mental stuff. I don't want to be there. So I got on the phone, in the panic mode, called my mom and told her what happened, and and this was around by, I would say around by close to midnight. So she told me to come over there. I was afraid he's gonna follow me, down the street, on the highway, literally just follow me, just see where I was going. But I made it safely to my mom's place. Told her what happened. And I just, just trying to catch my breath because I was just unsure how. I mean, just to see that amount of rage in someone's eyes, and hear all that rage in their voice. So I was I texted my manager the same night, let them know I wasn't able to come in, due to not going into detail what happened, but due to domestic situation. So the next day, I called my brother, and he told me, yeah, you just need to stay at mom's for a minute, and we need to call the police so they can get you an escort over there to the house and get the rest of your stuff. So me and my brother met the police over there. He had to leave his job and come because he didn't want me to come in the house at all. So the police came. They escorted me upstairs. I gathered like a garbage bag, gathered all my belongings, as much as I possibly can get, because he was up there with me at the time. Then kept trying to say, "Oh, you like putting on a show for the people. You like putting on a show." I said, "I'm looking at him." I said, "I'm not putting on a show for nobody. I'm getting my belongings and I'm gone." And once I got as much as I could, me and my brother took off. Well, before we took off, that's when the police, I guess they must have caught wind or got some kind of funny feeling, because they looked at my spouse as if, something is not right, or I'm not divulging everything that happened during the incident that took place the night before. So they just made sure that I was okay, that I have everything. Do you need anything else from us? because he literally told me he had a funny feeling about everything. And I said, well, no, I'm okay. It's just a lot of stuff that was going down. I just didn't want to discuss. I just want to get my belongings as much as I can, and just leave, because he was trying to rush me. Oh, I gotta get back to work. I'm not gonna leave you here in the house while I'm not here. So I got what I can and left. And that was a very, it was a very scary moment. When I do mean fight or flight, I was at that point, because again, you don't know what people are capable of doing when they are in that mindset, that mental state, So I didn't want to take no chances of me not being able to leave with my, with my life. I want to leave and move on. So, I went back to my brother's house, just almost up out the car, and just really just collecting my thoughts, because this was very unexpected, but it just again, it paints a portrait of who are you truly with when that mask come off, because no one wants to go through this. And I promise, and I hope none of you guys are going to do something similar. I hope you're not. If you are, please take the necessary steps and leave. If you have to, whatever you need to do to remove yourself from the situation, please do so. Your life is not worth trying to hold on to something that's not worth holding on to, especially when your significant other, your love for your life, your partner, spouse, is doing all this to you in that manner. So I was, literally overcome with a lot of anxiety, and what should I do now? What's my next steps? Because it's a lot to take under. It's a lot to take on, a lot to take in. And when you have those flashbacks, you have those thoughts that come to your mind, you're like, oh my God, this is what a future partner would be like? Seriously, those thoughts cross your mind. And I never want to put myself in that situation again with anyone. So the damage was there, the pain and heartache was there. And I just, just felt lost. I felt lost. I felt hurt. I felt just, even though it wasn't physical abuse, but it felt mental, verbally assaulted. It just felt like my whole world has crashed. Like everything I knew about this man, I truly did not know. The signs were there. I was oblivious to them. I didn't see them. So that's why I ask of you, if you are noticing these signs yourself, please don't ignore them. Don't ignore those signs. If that gut instinct is telling you something, go with it. Because no relationship is worth your life, your peace of mind, your sanity. Nothing. It's not worth it. No matter if you're gay or straight, there are stories, worse stories, people who didn't survive. So that's why I say this to you. But again, I do thank you guys for giving me this voice, this outlet to, bring into my world a little bit. Because a lot of people didn't know the insides going on. And trust me, there's more discussion and more things that took place just outside of this, my mini series. But just take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. All right, I'm going to end this segment of the mini series, and thank you so much for listening to all now 6 parts of my story, and there's more to come. All right, I love you guys. Take care.